about to be 22 years old. I'm gonna be graduating college this May. So I want to do something different for myself. I am gonna date like an actual 21st century person. I've never really dated before, so I plan to use online dating websites. I'm really nervous just because I've never tried it. It's something very new to me, something way out of my comfort zone. So I hope that going on this online dating website, I am going to meet somebody I can really connect with, and it's gonna help me break out of my shell. So I am going on my first date today. I'm really nervous just because it's my first day of the online website. I haven't really talked much to this guy that I'm going on a date with, so I don't really know what to expect, because he is kind of like mysterious in a way. Like, he doesn't really talk much of himself. I don't know if he's just like trying not to say so much about himself, so like we have something to talk about when we meet. But I'm excited but really nervous. I'm really nervous just because he is older than me, but we will see how it goes. And yes. So for the first date, we actually met in front of a bar in North Hollywood. I took an Uber from my house there because I didn't want him to pick me up and know my home address. He was actually kind of late, like 10 minutes late. He said he lives like a couple of minutes away from there, so he walked home to the bar. I mean, yeah, he walked from home to the bar. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. And then we hugged when we met. He smelled really good. He dresses really nice. So like we sat down, he ordered me a beer. We were waiting on the waiting list to play pool. And then we just started talking about like random conversations. And then we started playing pool. We are both really bad at it. I thought I was gonna be better at it. He didn't really talk throughout. We just played pool and like he made side conversations. And I noticed that he started getting kind of like tipsy over that. And then he told me to go to his apartment. So from there, like I went, we didn't do anything. I had told him that I am very blunt when it comes to like dating and like telling people what I want from dating. So I told him that I was a virgin. He got kind of surprised because he told me that he expected people who are on the website to have experience in that area, like being sexual or whatever. And I told him that I wasn't gonna have sex with him at all. I felt like before all that, the thing with this apartment and stuff, our conversations were getting kind of better. I don't know if it was because he was drunk or he wanted to make a better impression so he could lead me to his apartment. I don't know. But right now, I don't think I want a second date. After my first date, don't drink more than 2 beers with somebody, and don't ever go to somebody's apartment. So I am going on my second date already. I am excited because I've been talking to this guy for like more than 2 weeks already. He seems really nice, but I hope it's a better experience than my first date. My first date wasn't that good at all for a first date. although I'm not good at dating and I have never really proper dated, I don't think a first date should be what I've had. In terms of like going to somebody's apartment and like them saying they want to have sex with you. But for this date, he is going to pick me up at my dorm since I don't have my license. We're going to the Santa Monica Pier, and it was a last minute date. He kind of just asked me out of the blue today, so I'm hoping everything goes well. And yeah, let's see. Just came back from my second date at the pier. It was nice. He bought me ice cream, which was really expensive. I don't know, like I felt like we did sort of connect, but I felt like he was very weird as in like he thought of himself as higher than me. I don't know if it was because of his age. I mean, he wasn't that old. He's just like 25. It's like a 3-year difference between me and him. We just walked to the pier. We just made random conversations, and then he kind of like grouped me with a younger generation, as in like he wasn't included, if that makes sense. I don't know. I felt like he judged me in terms of like things that I said to him, which is weird because I never got that vibe of him. Like whenever we messaged each other. And then he kind of told me like a little bit of his hobbies. Like he clicks bees. Who does that? And then I don't know. I just thought it was weird because he was very excited. He was telling me how they're coming in on June because it's like the bee season, and like bees are like make the world go round. Like he was like yawning sort of throughout the date. He didn't really put effort on his clothes. I mean, on his outfit. I mean, like he came from work, so, and it was an unexpected date, so I don't think I could blame him. But overall, I think it was alright. We connected. I really felt a deeper connection than the first date. But when he dropped me off, we kind of like talked for a little bit before I left to my dorm. And I don't know, like he made it seem like he didn't really want to keep on like talking the date. I know it wasn't expected, but I had fun. And then I mentioned that I would like there be a second date. And he never replied. I wouldn't like there to be a second date just because I kind of feel like he's kind of a shady person. I don't really know much about him besides he collects bees and he sort of works on a Netflix show. But yeah, it was a weird second date, but a little bit better than the first one. So I'm going on a date in a couple of minutes. I'm really excited because I met this guy online through the dating app. But we have been talking for like more than 2 weeks already. Our first contact was through the app and then through text. And then eventually we started calling each other through the phone. Even our first time calling each other was a little bit awkward, but it was a long call. We had a lot of things to say. We always had just random conversations. We laughed a lot. That first call made me feel like it was very like I had hope that he was gonna be a nice guy and that he wasn't just looking for any casual hookup. So we had postponed this first date for like 2-3 times already due to school and like work and stuff. But now that we officially have it planned and then he's coming in a couple of minutes, I just wanted to say that I really hope that when we meet it's the same connection that I feel when we talk on the phone, and that it's something genuine, and then he's real, that he's the same type of person he is when we text and when we call. I don't feel as nervous. I feel because we've already been talking for more than 2 weeks. I feel like I have known him for a while, which is weird because I've only talked to him for like a couple of weeks, but this gives me kind of a better feeling when we do meet because it's gonna be a familiar feeling. I'm not gonna feel as scared or as awkward to meet up with him in person. So I just came back from my date. It went well, I guess, kind of, sort of, if you can say. I don't know, it's just everything was fine when we met up. He's really nice. We made good conversation in the car. When we got to the pier, we just started walking around. It was really nice. I don't know, I felt like I had a little bit of trouble kind of like concentrating on our date, just because I was like always trying to like think of something to say after. There were a lot of moments where like we were like there was like awkward silence. I don't know if it was just because we were nervous or he just didn't know what to like say. We felt like connection, but it was just kind of awkward because he had mentioned that he was also kind of dating on the side, which to me was fine because I was doing the same. This was our first date, so we were experimenting on dating other people. And so to me, like, I don't know, I just got confused. Like, I felt upset. I don't know what to think of it. I took it as in, like, an okay, like, what does that mean? End up, like, feeling more hurt than I already was in that moment for some reason. And no reply yet. So I don't think there's gonna be a second date. I'm kind of bummed because we were talking a lot. We had connection, but maybe it wasn't there in person. So let's see what happens. On the 3 dates, I would like to say that I had no favorites. I felt like all of them were nice, but it's just the ending, like how, like when I got back to my dorm, like the feeling that I got after the date, it wasn't well. But I hope that from this type of dates and like the experiences that I've had, I hope to grow, as in like in terms of like what I like in somebody else, what I like of myself, because I feel like it does take a lot, not just confidence, but like a lot as in like a person, like strength, to go on one date where you haven't really met or talked with the guy and physically like see each other and like get to know each other. I don't know if it's because of like how society is now, how everybody's so into their phones that it's so easy to talk to each other virtually, but when you're in person it gets really awkward. I don't know, like I had no second dates from those 3 dates that I've had. I wouldn't like to have a second date just because of how I felt after. I am still active on the online dating website. I'm still talking to guys. I'm hoping to meet somebody who I still connect with, and like not just through text or through Snapchat or whatever, but in person as well, and like we actually do get to have a second date. I am not looking for a relationship yet, but you never know how things will end up when you meet somebody. But I can say that this experience of dating three different guys and like going on different dates made me a little bit stronger emotionally, because although they ended up a little bit bad, I still feel like I still have hope that I can meet somebody and connect with them.